Welcome back, friends. So I know the Barbie train has already stopped at the station and continued on, but I still feel like it's still pretty relevant. People are still going to see it. People are still talking about it. And of course, I'm still talking about it. So I came across this vintage commercial from the 1990s that I just had to talk about because I, for one, had no clue that Mr. Ken had his own commercial, let alone he could grow facial hair. Yeah, let's take a look at
what?
It's Shaving Fun Ken. He's the cutest guy around the shaving for
No idea this existed.
Ken lathers up with shaving cream, shave him really clean. Isn't he the hottest guy you have ever seen? Oh, Ken. Only one guy's beard goes back to shave again. That's Shaving Fun Ken.
Shaving Fun Ken doll has real hair. Beard
Did you know?
disappears with warm water. Barbie doll, dog, and towel.
Now that you say it, maybe a vague memory in the back of my brain, but nothing I would have remembered.
I know, and I had a ton of Barbies growing up. I know you don't have sisters, so sure you.
My girl cousins did. I would see them at their house.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought that was so funny, and it was, I think, literally just a few days after we went to go see Barbie, and I was like, if only I could have had this the week leading up to it. But hey, alas,
all right.
Shaving Fun Ken did not know he existed. Yes. Okay. So next clip. Is a clip that features one of my all-time favorite toys growing up. You know how we'd get in trouble if you drew on the walls or maybe took your mom's lipstick and you painted on things that weren't paper. Well, this toy allowed you to break all the rules and actually draw and mark up the toy. So let's take a look.
Tic-tac-toe?
Right? Break all the rules with the doodle bear.
I throw open my arms, it's rosy on my chest, cause I'm the doodle bear, the original doodle bear. I love to doodle and doodle and doodle when there's no room for something new. I hop in that washing machine and come out nice and clean.
See?
The doodle bear. Doodle bear comes in one of 4 different colors with washable doodle pens and tattoos. Each bear sold separately.
I'm pretty sure I've got a picture here. It was the Doodle Bear, if you guys didn't pick up on that. It was all the rage, but this is a very young Maddie with a bowl cut and her Doodle Bear.
Oh, my word.
Sorry for the graininess, but this is like circa 1996.
I had to sit back and look at this.
I know.
Please cut your hair like that. Please, Maddie.
Why would my parents allow this to happen? Oh my gosh. But anyways, my friend Audrey and I, she's cut off here, but we did everything. We were inseparable. So she wore pink, I wore purple. She had a pink Doodle Bear, I had a purple Doodle Bear. So I know, and then I don't know what happened to it. I think my parents probably sold it at a garage sale because there was one year I was like, hey, where's that toy I had called the Doodle Bear? And they were like, we don't know, you lost it. I was like, I don't think so.
It went to live on a farm upstate.
Yeah. So anyways, okay. This final clip is the one that I really want your input on. Oh, sorry, let me get the prompter going. Okay, final clip gave me some mixed emotions. The nostalgia of it warmed my heart, but the oddness of the spokesperson in this clip got me a little creeped out. And Jeremy, I know you're gonna have thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, but let's roll the clip and see how you react.
Mother having in labor, all staff code free.
It's magical. We're at the foothills of the North Georgia mountains at Babyland General Hospital.
Which is what?
The home of the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Wait, this is a commercial?
You remember the Cabbage Patch craze?
And the toy phenomenon of the year.
You couldn't go in a store and get a baby.
And it's not fair. So what are you gonna do? Come back again?
I love her.
In line to take
I'll just come
Look
back.
at that.
It was madness. Women fought to get those babies.
Oh my word. I vaguely remember this. Like the hysteria.
Yeah. So 2022.
Hello and welcome to Babyland.
This is creepy.
Do people come in and say, I remember this craze from the 80s, but I didn't really know you were still doing this?
Right. Oh, it's never died out. It's here. And people come in from everywhere. And they get to watch their baby being born.
I think you might have to explain that.
Baby being born?
She has babies all day long.
Mother Cabbage. So it cuts off there, but okay, I knew I had Cabbage Patch dolls growing up. I knew there was some sort of hysteria around it, but I didn't know they were still so popular. And there's a whole Babyland hospital? Like, Wasn't that kind of weird?
That's odd.
So I know it's not like the serotonin boost you may have wanted, but I just had to show it. It was so odd.
Well, I vaguely remember I actually had a boy Cabbage Patch who had blue glasses. The fad was, the accessories. They come with glasses and they come with their birth certificate and you name them and you do all this. And I think my parents ended up, I'll be honest with you, I think my parents actually probably won them or got them for free because they couldn't have gotten, for me and my brothers, and when you got them for free, like, well, we'll give them to the kids.
Yeah.
So me and my two brothers gave us all for Christmas.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they re-gifted it to us, going, look what we got you. And we're like, what?
Yeah.
Everybody in America wants these.
Yeah.
Got 'em. I don't know how we got them.
Yeah.
But the yarn hair frayed, I mean, you cut that and it doesn't grow back.
You're right. And just like I don't know, it's just odd. And Mother Cabbage is giving birth every day, all day. I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird.
Do you think, Maddie, I just thought of something, because you know how like Ninja Turtles were popular in the late 80s, 90s?
Yeah.
And that's had a rebirth on cinema.
Uh-huh.
Barbie, a toy had, what if there's a Cabbage Patch type movie or some kind of resurgence in pop culture because it was such a huge thing?
I feel like you might be onto something, because it seems like they're just now making movies about games, how like the BlackBerry came to be. They're coming out with an Uno movie. There's Barbie. There's all that kind of stuff.
By the way, if they make an Uno movie, I need to be in that because I'm like Uno champion, so deal with it.
Well, I mean, you heard Jesse Inman's headline today. You could work 4 days a week for what, 44 hours or something?
I will tell you this. I remember my Aunt Evelyn, God rest her soul, would see her on New Year's Day. We would play Uno, and she would make sure I ate my black-eyed peas on New Year's Day for good luck.
Oh.
But Aunt Evelyn was the best cheater at Uno I've ever met in my life.
Ooh, how do you
Evelyn,
cheat? How do you cheat at
Uno?
Uno?
Aunt Evelyn was the best. She taught me all her secrets.
All right. Well, I'm never playing Uno with you. 'Cause I know what you're gonna do. You gonna cheat.
I'm trying to. It's been so long. I was such a little boy, and she was, that old great aunt who just was funny and hilarious. I don't remember her tricks, but she would always win, and she'd be like, "Jeremy, you stick with me." I'd be like, "Well, all right, Aunt Evelyn."
That just got me thinking about the Cabbage Patch movie, if they do make one. Remember in the 90s when the eating ones started eating people's hair and wouldn't let go? It could be like a horror film or a documentary, a docuseries about the hair-eating Cabbage Patch dolls.
Cabbage Patch horror movie, I am in.
Yeah.
Now, because they did have, do you remember the Garbage Pail Kids?
No.
So the Cabbage Patch dolls had arch rivals called the Garbage Pail Kids, who were, they were all disgusting, like, mutants of Cabbage Patches.
Ew!
And they actually made a movie, and one of them was slobbering with, anyway, Google that for next week.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back with Michael Babcock of TMZ. Don't go anywhere. Can you show Garbage Pail Kids next week? 'Cause
Yeah.
that will blow your mind.